In the village of Agon, where the sun shone brightly and the nights were filled with the sound of crickets, a special child named Ara was born. Her mother, a skilled clothes weaver, had a dream that her child would have a special gift, the ability to see into the future. When Ara was born, her eyes were wide open, and she seemed to be looking at something that wasn't there. She could see things that others couldn't. As Ara grew, so did her peculiarities. She spoke in riddles, her words laced with the wisdoms of the ancients. She played alone. Her companions, the shadows and the light. The villagers whispered, "She's not of this world," and they feared her, for she spoke of things yet to come with vivid accuracy. Ara's tale is filled with the enchantment of the Yoruba gods, the wisdom of the Igbo, and the strength of the Hausa. It's a tale that spoke of the unity and diversity of Nigeria, one of the power of a woman deemed mad, yet holding the gift of sight. One day, during a big dust storm, Ara stood in the village square and spoke loudly so everyone could hear her. "Listen, my people of Agon," she said. "The spirits are telling me something big is going to happen. A baby boy will be born, and he will grow up to be a great leader. He will make our village famous and successful like never before." The villagers paused, their hearts pounding with a mixture of dread. Ara's prophecy were never to be taken lightly, for they held the weight of the truth. Yet, who could this child be? And what change would he bring? As the moon rose high in the sky, shining brightly over the village of Agon, Ara sat by the fire, her gaze lost in the dance of the flames. The villagers kept their distance, yet their curiosity drew them near, forming a caution circle around her. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation, for they knew Ara was about to wait the next part of her prophecy. In the days that followed, the village of Agon was abuzz with talk of Ara's latest prophecies. Whispers of the foretold child spread like wildfire, igniting a mixture of hope and skepticism. In the hearts of the people, the elders consulted the Ifa oracle, seeking wisdom from the gods, while the young ones dreamed of glory and valor. It was during the season of the new yam that Akin, the son of a humble farmer, was born. His cry pierced the night, a powerful message that spoke directly to the hearts of Agon. Ara, who had been silent for days, suddenly erupted in a song of joy. Her voice harmonizing with the rhythm of the earth. "The child of prophecy is here," she exclaimed. "Akin, the chosen one, born to lead and to heal, to fight and to unite. He is the beacon of Agon's future, the messenger of prosperity." The villagers gathered around the newborn, their eyes wide with wonder. Could this child, with his little fist and innocent gaze, be the one Ara spoke of? Could he be the key to Agon's destiny? As Akin grew older, so did his legend. He was not like other children. He was stronger, wiser, and kinder. He listened to the stories of the old and played with the children of the young. He learned the ways of the land and the language of the skies. And always, Ara watched over him. Her madness a shield against the unseen forces. When Akin reached the age of initiation, Ara approached him with a task. "You must journey to the sacred grove," she instructed. "And there, you will face 3 trials. You must conquer your fear, embrace your truth, and sacrifice for love. Only then will you be ready to fulfill your destiny." Akin accepted the challenge, his heart steady and his spirit unyielding. Akin's journey through the sacred grove was a testament of his courage and the truth of Ara's visions. The grove, a place where the veil between worlds were thin, held the echoes of the ancestors and the whispers of the gods. It was here that Akin faced his trial, each more daunting than the last. In the depths of the grove, where the light of the moon dare not tread, a creature of darkness awaits. The shadow beast, a guardian of the grove, challenged Akin with a roar that shook the very earth. Akin stood firm, his heart a steady drum beat against the teeth of fear. He remembered Ara's words, "Conquer your fear," and with a battle cry, he faced the beast. The fight was fierce, a dance of shadow and light. Akin's strength was great, but it was his courage that turned the tide. With a final mighty blow, he banished the beast into the darkness from whence it came. The grove sighed, and the first trial was overcome. The second challenge was not of bravery, but of the soul. Akin came upon a clearing where a mirror stood, tall and ancient. The mirror of truth reflected not his form, but his essence. Akin gazed into the depths, and the mirror laid bare his thoughts, his fears, his dreams. It whispered, "Embrace your truth." Akin faced the reflection of his inner self, confronting the parts of him that had been hidden away. With each secret revealed, the mirror cracked unto the very last. With a sentence and love for who he was, the mirror shattered, and the second trial was completed. The final trial was the hardest of all. The grove presented Akin with a choice. To gain the power to lead Agon to glory, he must sacrifice what he held most dear. Akin's heart knew the answer before his mind could grab it. With tears in his eyes, he offered the grove his most cherished possession, his first ever harvested yam, a symbol of his labor and love for his village. The grove accepted the sacrifice, and a light of purest gold enveloped Akin. He felt a surge of power, a connection to the land and its people, a bond that could never be broken. The third trial was passed, and Akin emerged from the grove, not as a boy, but as a leader. Ara watched as Akin returned, her eyes gleaming with pride. The villagers gathered, witnessing the transformation of the child of prophecy. Ara's voice rose once more. "Behold, Akin, the beacon of Agon's future. His trials are but the beginning. His journey will unite us, his strength will protect us, and his wisdom will guide us." The story of Ara and Akin is a tale of destiny and the power of belief. It speaks of the hearts of every Nigerian, reminding us that within each of us lies the potential for greatness, and that sometimes it takes a touch of madness to see the truth of who we are. As the sun rose over Agon, the village woke up feeling fresh and new. Akin, now recognized as the child of prophecy, stood at the center of his awakening. His trial in the sacred grove had prepared him for the path that lay ahead, a path that Ara had foreseen with the clarity of the stars. Akin emerged as a new leader, brought a new era to Agon. Under his guidance, the village flourished. The field yielded bountiful harvest, the wells never run dry, and the people lived in harmony. But Akin knew that true prosperity lay in unity, not just within Agon, but among all the neighboring villages. Ara, a prophecy now revered by all, spoke of a great gathering. "Bring together the leaders of the land," she instructed Akin, "for in unity there is strength, and in strength there is peace." Listening to Ara's words, Akin sent messengers to the four corners of the region, inviting the leaders to a council under the ancient tree. The day of the gathering arrived, and the atmosphere was filled with the sound of different languages, the colors of various attires. The council was a sight to behold. Leaders from the Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, and many more sat in circle, each voicing their hope and concern. Akin, with wisdom beyond his age, listened and spoke with a fairness that earned him the respect of all. As the sun set over the council, a pact was formed. The village would stand together, supporting one another and share in the bounty of the land. Agon became a beacon of unity, a testament to Akin's leadership and Ara's foresight. Years later, and Agon's influence grew. Akin, now a man of great esteem, never forgot the lesson of the grove. Ara, her hair now streaking with silver, continued to share her vision, guiding Agon through times of plenty and want. One evening, as the village gathered to celebrate the harvest, Ara stood, her voice carrying a solemn note. "My time draw near," she said, "but fear not, for my final vision is one of hope. Agon will not only survive, it will strive, and his story will be told across the ages." The villagers wept, for Ara had become a part of their life, a symbol of the mysterious bond between the seen and the unseen. But they also rejoiced, for her prophecies had led them to a future bright with promise. Ara's story, a mixture of strange and wise things, of prediction and real events, come to an end here. But the impact of her vision continued. Agon, once a small village, is now a strong and prosperous community. United and successful, it shows what can happen when people accept and use special gifts. And so, the tale of Ara, the mad prophetess with the gift of prophecy, concludes, leaving behind a trail of wonder and a village forever changed. After Ara's passing, Akin carried the weight of her legacy with grace and honor. The village of Agon, now a symbol of unity and strength, looked to him for guidance, and he led them with the wisdom of the ancients that Ara had imparted upon him. Akin's leadership was marked by a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity. He established councils where the voices of the people could be heard, and he worked tirelessly to ensure that the alliance formed during the great gathering remained strong. Trade flourished between the villages, cultural exchange became commonplace, and Agon Festival drew visitors from far and wide. One of Akin's most enduring contributions was the establishment of the School of Prophecy. In honor of Ara, he created a place where those gifted with foresight could learn to utilize their ability for the greater good. The school became a haven for seers all over the world, and its reputation grew as a center of knowledge and spiritual insight. As years turned into decades, Akin's name became legend. Stories of the child of prophecy who grew into a wise leader were told around firesides, passed down through generations. Agon, once a small village, was now a striving city with skyline, a testament to the vision of Ara and the resolve of Akin. Akin never forgot the mad prophetess who had changed his destiny. He kept her memory alive, ensuring that her teaching and prophecies continued to inspire and guide the people of Agon. And though Ara was no longer among them, her spirit lived on in the laughter of children, the wisdom of the elders, and the unity of the people. Akin's story, like Ara's, is a reminder of the power of faith and the enduring strength of the human spirit. It is a tale that echoed the rich heritage of Nigeria. During Akin's reign, he faced numerous challenges that tested his leadership and the unity of Agon. Akin's first major challenge came in the form of severe droughts that threatened the livelihood of Agon and its aligned villages. The river ran dry and the crops withered. Akin, drawing upon the wisdom of Ara's teaching, led the people in constructing irrigation systems and implementing water reservation techniques. His innovation approach not only saved Agon, but also strengthened the bond between the aligned village as they worked together to overcome adversity. Years later, a rival tribe from the north, driven by desperation, invaded the land of Agon. Akin, ever the peacemaker, sought to understand their plague, rather than meet them with force. He negotiated a settlement that allowed the rival village to settle on unused land in exchange for their alliance and knowledge of livestock management. This not only averted the war, but also enriched agriculture and economy. A mysterious illness swept through Agon, claiming the lives of many and causing widespread panic. Akin, refusing to succumb to fear, called upon the healers from across the region. Together, They identified the source of the illness and developed a cure. Akin's swift action and reliance on collective knowledge prevented a catastrophe and demonstrated the strength of a united community. As Akin grew older, the question of his successor loomed over Agon, each championing their candidate, threatening the peace Akin had worked so hard to establish. Remembering our counsel to seek harmony, Akin introduced a system where the successors would be chosen based on merits and the will of the people, ensuring that Agon's future leaders would always serve the best interests of all. Through each challenge, Akin's leadership was a beacon of hope and resilience. His reign was marked by trials, but also by triumph, and his story became a legend that could inspire generations to come. Akin established a tradition that the leader of Agon would not be determined by bloodline alone, but by a combination of merits, wisdom, and the will of the people. When the time came, a grand assembly was called. Candidates from across Agon, each with their own strength and vision for the future. Among them was Olufen, a young scholar from the School of Prophecy, who had shown a deep understanding of both the old ways and the new world. There was also Nneka, a warrior with a heart for the people, whose strategy had protected Agon's border. And then there was Chinedu, a merchant whose trade route had brought wealth to Agon. The candidates were put through a series of trials, not unlike those Akin had faced in his youth. They were tested for their courage, wisdom, and compassion. The trial was designed to reveal their true character and their ability to lead Agon into the future. In the end, it was the voice of the people that would decide. Each villager cast a vote, not just for a leader but for the path they wished Agon to follow. The votes were cast, and the atmosphere was thick with anticipation, as the leaders counted them under the watchful eyes of the ancient tree. When the count was complete, it was Nneka who stood victorious, as strength of spirit and dedication to the people had won their hearts and their trust. As Akin placed the mantle of leadership upon her shoulder, he knew Agon was in a capable hands. Nneka led Agon with the same courage and wisdom that had won her the position. Under her leadership, Agon continues to strive, and the alliance Akin had formed grew even stronger. She became known as Nneka, the unifier, a leader who carried on Akin's legacy and Ara's prophecies into a new age. Generations passed, and with each new leader, Agon's story grew. The School of Prophecy, the Council, and the festival all continued, each a thread in a pattern of Agon history. Agon's history. And as the stars wheeled overhead, the people of Agon never forgot the mad prophetess Ara, nor Akin, nor the leader who followed. Their story passed down through time, became a beacon of hope, a reminder that the future is shaped by those who dare to dream and lead with wisdom. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Bye.